Your live interactive Weather Authority coverage will begin shortly. Your live interactive Weather Authority coverage will begin shortly. Your live Weather Authority coverage starts right now.
Well, good evening, everybody. I hope you guys are having a great Sunday. I hope you had a great weekend, even though the weather was not so great. We, of course, had a lot of snow during the morning hours on, the morning hours on Saturday. And then it's just kind of been a mess over all the last 24 to 36 hours with areas of drizzle, some freezing rain in spots, some freezing drizzle in areas. And again, that's added up in some spots, but we aren't looking right now at too much in the way of any icing problems here in Maine. It's really off to the west in New Hampshire and Vermont. They've seen a lot of icing in some areas. Thankfully, we are going to be pretty good as we head through the nighttime tonight for many areas, but I do think the north will continue to see some freezing rain. I do think the north will continue to see sleet and just a wintry mix overall. So instead of me talking about it, let's show it. We have a winter weather advisory still in place through 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. And of course, that's on the purple shading that you can see. And you notice that it does not include Portland. It does not include the coastline over towards the mid coast. All of York County is not included in this. We do have, again, this is generally for areas inland, and this runs through the nighttime tonight. Honestly, I think even the Lewiston, Augusta area, we are probably just looking at just plain rain showers or drizzle as we head through the nighttime tonight. It's across the north that things are a little bit different. Let's get a time-lapse look from Portland through the daytime today. You can see the raindrops on the lens. Overall, there were rain showers for the most part here in Portland. At times, even in the afternoon, I noticed a few areas of just some snow showers developing, even down towards the coast, close to the coastline. Areas like Westbrook saw some snow showers out there at times through the afternoon. And, we just have the warmer air up above our heads. And that's why we are dealing with, again, the rain for many areas, but also some freezing rain in some spots. Outside in Portland right now, the temperature is 35 degrees. We have cloudy skies out there. We are going to see the temperatures generally stay above that freezing mark. It may drop to around freezing as we head through the nighttime tonight around the Portland area. The local storm reports, you notice this is over the last 24 hours, and there's not too many of them. We do have a storm report of right next to the Freiburg area. Let me zoom in on that, and you can see that the around 1/10 of an inch of ice here around the Freiburg area. And I wonder to see if I can and then as you take a look off to the west, that's where things certainly change. Let's get a look over towards, look at that. Yes, 0.9. Wow, that's actually a newer report. Around 0.9 inches of freezing rain over towards parts of Vermont. And you can see, and New Hampshire, I really should say, 0.8 inches. And then as you head over towards areas around Rutland, around 0.3 of an inch of rain. So certainly a very, very different scene out there. We do have a lot more icing and just freezing rain as you head off towards Vermont and New Hampshire. But hey, that's not a bad thing that we're not dealing with it, of course. Unfortunately, they do have to deal with it. And there is plenty of areas that are dealing with some very, very slick conditions over towards Vermont and New Hampshire. Most of that fell during the morning and afternoon. Satellite and radar shows that we are dry for many areas in the southern part of the state. Even though you may not be dealing with what shows on radar as some rain or sleet or mix, you're probably maybe even dealing with a little bit of drizzle in spots. I do think that's the case for many areas in the southern part of the state. I want to go a little bit closer up towards the north, and this is where we are dealing with the sleet and freezing rain right now. So if you are in the pink shading here, that is where we are dealing with a lot of the freezing rain. Oh, whoa, what is going on? Hold on. I don't think I meant to do that. I think I meant to do this. There we go. This is what I meant to do. That area right there, that is where we are dealing with the freezing rain right now, burrowing up through Rangeley, Jackman, looking at some freezing rain. Once you get over towards this purple area, that's actually where the sleet is at the moment. So we are dealing with a good amount of sleet in some areas up towards the north, Bangor, Millinocket, Greenville, Skowhegan dealing with it. And as we zoom in, I'm really most concerned, of course, about the ice. Freezing rain is very, very slick, of course, in northern Oxford County. I'm sure there is some slick spots along Route 2 right now, Route 3 up towards Vermont and New Hampshire as well. And just it could be a mess in some spots, certainly could cause some slick roads, and sidewalks are probably on the slicker side. It is probably sticking and piling up in some spots. But again, along the coastline, there's a reason the winter weather advisory has since dissipated and really just gone away, canceled, whatever word you want to use. It is because we're just dealing with plain rain right now. And I do think that's going to be the case as we head through the nighttime tonight. Cameron, hello to you. Good evening. Hope you are doing well. Appreciate you tuning in. Haley, hello to you. I hope you are having a good evening. And Crystal, hi. Thank you for tuning in. Susan as well. Hello to you from Sanford. Again, I appreciate you guys all tuning in. Erica, just cleaned up my yard. Oh, man. Well, hey, at least thankfully it'll go away as we head over the next day or two. The sunshine returns tomorrow. So that's some good news. Not tomorrow, excuse me. Tuesday. That's when we are going to see the sunshine return. Tomorrow, not the best of days. Lots of clouds. And I do think we will see some rain throughout the daytime on Monday. And I think there's going to be the threat for a quick rumble of thunder in some spots later in the evening and nighttime as a cold front passes through tomorrow night. But it's Tuesday that the clouds clear out and the sunshine returns. I'll show you that on the 7-day forecast, of course. Now, you notice all those showers and areas of sleet and freezing rain off to the west. That's all going to move in as we head through the nighttime tonight. We are going to see these showers just really occasional as we head through the overnight hours and into the day on Monday. And that is going to be the case for everybody. If you're up towards the north, it's going to be more of a wintry mix with some sleet and freezing rain. If you are really from the Augusta area south, Portland, Lewiston, Sanford, just about everybody in the southern part of the state is now just dealing with plain rain showers. But, especially if you're away from the coastline, you still may want to just assume it's freezing rain. And hey, if you have a little bit of ice on the cars or, on your deck or sidewalk or anything like that, certainly have the freezing rain falling, because you can see actually now that I'm looking at the temperatures, a temperature of 32 degrees in Augusta and Lewiston. So, you can have a situation where it's been falling as rain for the last, say, 12 hours throughout the daytime, but then all of a sudden that temperature drops to 32. Lewiston and Augusta right now, you notice that's a very important number, because of course we could be looking at a transition over to a little bit of freezing rain here and there mixing with some rain. So just assume it's freezing rain, especially if you are away from the coastline from Lewiston, Augusta north. That's where we could be dealing with a little bit of icing as we head through the nighttime tonight. So here's your temperatures all across the Northeast. Numbers are actually pretty similar throughout New England in particular, from Connecticut to Vermont over towards New Hampshire and in Maine. Temperatures generally running in the 30s and low to mid 40s. It's off to the west that we have the warm temperatures. And really, I wish there was a Buffalo temperature on this map, because I'm sure they're plenty warmer, good amount warmer even than Syracuse, just based off of what the contour looks like, how it's bright green and yellow in some spots in New York. Now, the temperatures tonight will fall back to the upper 20s and low to mid 30s, 20s up towards the north, low to mid 30s in the southern part of the state. We are going to see that wintry mix continue up towards the north, generally freezing rain and some sleet as well. But then the showers and drizzle will continue for the southern part of the state in particular, especially along the coastline. Thankfully, the wind is not an issue. The wind, I haven't even been talking about the wind in any of these Facebook Lives or anything that I've done over the last 2 days or so, because the wind has not been an issue, which is good, because if you get some ice up towards the north and then you add on a wind on top of that, that's when things really, of course, can cause some issues. Susan, is it just rain for the morning in Sanford? Yes, it looks like it's just going to be rain, plain rain in the Sanford area, down towards the coastline. It looks like it's going to be all rain for the daytime tomorrow. A little bit of icing up towards the far north and mountains during the morning hours as possible. Cameron, hello. I know I was just talking to you. So do you think we'll have school tomorrow in Auburn? Yes, absolutely. What is the commute will be fine. I think it's going to be all rain tomorrow for just about everybody as we head through the day on Monday. But if you're up towards the north, Rangeley, Jackman, in the mountains, places like that, you could see some ice during the morning hours. So certainly still possible. The weather warn thing should be down, but I forgot to take it down. So a little bit of morning ice, rain for morning right ice and rain for the northern part of the state. But if you're in the southern part of the state, we are going to see that occasional rain down towards the southern part of the state throughout the day. So let's time this out. Here's 10 o'clock showing that we do have some rain in the southern part of the state. Once you get from the Lewiston, Augusta area north, you notice that pink shading. That's where we could be dealing with a little bit of ice in some areas. And then that will continue even into the morning hours tomorrow. I think we're going to see that rain at times through the day on Monday. But you notice a lot of green on this map. That's good. We don't want to see the pink. The pink shows that we're going to see freezing rain in the morning hours. But you notice by the afternoon, temperatures climbing to the 40s and 50s, and even, yes, near 60 degrees in some areas possible as we head through the afternoon and evening hours. And you can see those numbers climb. But notice the rain showers at times throughout the day. We're going to have times where it's just cloudy. Then we're going to have times where we're, raining pretty good. And then I do think that this cold front that passes through, I've been saying this, that I do think there is a rumble of thunder chance we head through later on tomorrow evening and nighttime as that front passes through. There's actually some severe weather with that front right now, way off to the west. Eventually that passes through as we head through tomorrow. But look at this. Yes, the sunshine returns Tuesday. Especially by tomorrow night, you guys are going to be hoping for the sunshine, and it will come. It will come. It'll come on Tuesday. I actually think Tuesday is probably the nicest day of the week. A little breezy, but not too big of a deal when you have the sunshine out there. Temperatures will run in the 40s, but we have another storm on the way as we head this upcoming week. So this is kind of like the total snowfall accumulation map. I think some areas will see, this is really for the daytime today. For the state of Maine, you can see that we had many areas down towards the coastline, didn't see any ice whatsoever. There could be upwards of 1/10 of an inch in some spots, Lewiston, Augusta, north in particular, because this runs through tomorrow night. So this includes for the nighttime tonight. And then up towards the northern mountains, that's where it could be a little bit higher than that. And this is actually one of the ice tracker maps that we use. And you can see where some of those darker colors are versus the lighter colors. So here's some of the lighter colors. That indicates some of the higher ice amounts possible as we head through the overnight. So you notice that up towards the higher elevations in the mountains and things, as we head through the nighttime tonight, that's where we could be dealing with a little bit more in the way of icing. And this runs through tomorrow morning. Once we get through past 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, the icing threat is pretty much done. And the whole state will pretty much just be looking at plain rain. So that is the good news. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast, and you can see that we will see the rain out there for the daytime tomorrow. At times, again, it's not going to rain all day, but we are going to see showers at times. There even will be some times when the rain's coming down at a pretty good clip. So tomorrow's not the best of days. Temperatures, though, will be on the milder side in the 50s for many areas. Let me see any other comments. Troy, hello to you. Hi from Augusta. Happy Sunday, fun day. Wow, hey, I like the positivity to the daytime today because we certainly needed it. That's for sure. What else do we have? So soon people will be cleaning. Yeah, right. Definitely looking forward to spring. That is for sure. But absolutely. Let's get a look at this again. The 7-day, you can see that we are looking at clouds for the day on Wednesday. I think these clouds will increase as we head through the day on Wednesday. And then unfortunately, our next storm moves in on Thursday. There's still some question marks with that system because some of them is showing the potential for some freezing rain and sleet and just a wintry mix with some snow during the morning hours in particular and into the early afternoon. So I think right now there is the potential. I put rain down there, but I do think there is the potential for a little bit of mixing possible during the morning on Thursday, even down towards the coastline. And if you are for areas inland, I do think there is going to be a wintry mix, and then it could transition over to some rain as you head further south. So Thursday could be a bit of a mess. Doesn't look like the best of days for sure. It looks like Tuesday's probably our sunniest day of the week. Because we are going to see a good amount of clouds both Friday and Saturday. And then another system possible as we head into the day on Sunday. So looks like this pattern is going to continue, unfortunately. We're not going to see too much in the way of sunshine this upcoming week. I think we'll see the clouds tomorrow. Again, Tuesday is probably our sunniest day of the week, and then the clouds increase Wednesday. Thursday, another storm system, and then we may end the week with some sunshine as we head through Friday and Saturday. But overall, not the worst forecast, not the best forecast as we head through the next 7 days. But yeah, we didn't have a 6:00 show. Again, basketball this time of the year really just impacts the timings of the shows. So hopefully you guys can tune in for the nighttime tonight. I am going to head on out of here. I hope you guys again can tune in tonight and stay up to date with the forecast. And again, just prepare for a little bit of ice up towards the north tonight. And then again, we are going to see the clouds and some showers throughout the daytime tomorrow. Very little, if any, sunshine expected for the day Monday. It's Tuesday that we will see the sunshine return. All right, everybody. Hope you guys have a good evening and enjoy the rest of your Sunday.